power, baby.
So we've just currently bought the UK's cheapest Range Rover. It's a
HSE TD6.
That's it. It's a 2003 plate. It's fully auto, and just like any other car, there's a lot of problems with it. But that's a good thing because that's why we got it so cheap. So we're gonna go over some of the stuff on the car now, and also some of the things that we like about it. So yeah.
The good thing is about this car is that it's got a lot of tread on the wheels, but on the other side there's a different story. As you can see on this side, there's a different wheel compared to the other three. The second bad thing I found about this vehicle is there's a dent on the side skirt. Obviously someone hit a curb. But thankfully, at least the other side's in quite good condition. Look at that shine.
So another thing, given the car's age though, it's not such a bad thing, but it's got a massive scratch on the door here. It's also got a lot of glue, it looks like, all down this door. And I think it's dripped from when this was put back on the mirror, because you can see a lot of glue still back in here. Also, the paint is actually coming off in a lot of places, such as here, and there's also glue still managed to come down this side. Yeah. Another thing is the bumper here is loose. That's not such a big problem.
And also, there's a lot of wire hanging out.
It's actually a wire, what is it?
I don't know. It is. I don't know.
So we think that wire was from the air suspension, but that was removed by the previous owner, and there were springs put in there instead. So we haven't got to worry about that really anyway. Another thing that the previous owner did was this little camera on the back. So for the reversing, because obviously back then they didn't have the reverse camera on them, so he's had that put on instead, which works fine. So another thing, when we went to pick the car up, we were told by the previous owner that originally it did have different exhaust tips on. He did say there was big square ones which fit perfectly into here, but he did say that I think someone stole them, so we have to get these ones put on. But it still looks good anyway, so.
But another fault about this car is the glove box. We had to tape it shut because it's just kept on opening on bumpy roads.
The good thing is now that it matches the front of the car. Yeah. Another thing we noticed, I don't know if you'll be able to see on camera, but these are majorly scratched. I don't know if it's going to pick it up. That's on both sides of the car. Yeah, it's actually on the backs too. Yeah, it's just the back sides of them. You can see it all here. There's also a lot of rust on the edges. Hopefully we can get that sorted though. But the interior is so nice in here. There's also a rip actually here.
Another thing I noticed as well, but underneath here there's a panel missing, but I think I saw that in the boot earlier. So
in the boot of the car, it looks fine, but there's a big dip here, and there's also a sub which doesn't work. I'm not sure if it's actually broke or just disconnected, but we're going to try and sort that out. There's a plastic here. I'm guessing this is meant to be here, but it looks like it's snapped off. But that doesn't really bother us anyway. Also, this has snapped from here, so I'm guessing there was a part here which has been cut off. This one's the only one hanging on. So on the dash, originally, obviously, it wasn't a screen here. I don't think back in 2003 they done that, but they put a screen in which has YouTube, so you can obviously listen to music and stuff like that. Best thing is, there's like literally a lot of apps on here. But given the age of the car and the price we paid for it, which we will reveal in a second, we are honestly so happy with the car. We'll do some driving for you now as well, and show you how it goes. So I'm going to quickly put my foot down a little bit and see how fast it picks up. Yeah, it's definitely got some power to it. Obviously, it being a 3 litre, not an SVR or anything like that, it still does feel pretty fast.
fuck? Ah. See the seat back a bit.
Fuck, it's actually quite loud. So you're all definitely thinking, how much did we give for the car? This is an 03 plate. We also don't know the mileage on it because the dials on the dash don't work. So we don't know what mileage is on. Also, it did fail its last MOT, but all the work was done and it was passed. So the price we actually paid for this was only £2,000, which I think is a bargain anyway.
That's a good deal.
Yeah, so we're really happy with the price. I feel about to hit his door off then.
Tried to.
I was so close.
I wasn't. I put my foot down on that straight. Because I just can't put it on.
Tell me when. I'll change the camera.
Come on, ready, 3, 2, 1. And this is a 2003 Range Rover. I reckon we got it for a bargain. Considering the age, you have to consider like the scratches. Obviously, I didn't have no MOT, so we had to spend a little bit on that. But now, I reckon it's literally one of the perfect daily drivers.
Obviously, it's been the first video of our channel. We do have a lot of video ideas coming up. So obviously, if you are new here, which you're going to be because it's our first video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe because we have so many future videos with this car, and you're not going to want to miss them.
Hopefully, you have enjoyed this video, and this is the cheapest Range Rover in the UK.